How are you doing? I'm Brian Carson. I'm head coach at Clare Senior Footballers. So immediately I get my iPad after the game, and we've all the coded analysis on there. So what it allows me to do is filter through different events from the game. So it lets me look at key moments, key coachable moments, things that I can feed back to both the rest of the coaching team and obviously back to the players. And I can start doing that immediately after the game, which is really helpful and really timely, so that we're getting set up for the next training session, the next coaching session. That allows me to look at things very early, get a good picture of maybe what went right in the game, what went wrong, what different scenarios we were presented with, ones that we might have handled well and ones that we didn't. And then it helps me formulate a plan for the week ahead in terms of what we need to work on in training. So that helps me. I use that performance analysis to inform my session plans for the week ahead, and we start doing that on Monday night and sharing that with the rest of the coaches. So that means that I'm using that performance analysis to be prepared, and that's what gives me plenty of comfort, that I know when I'm coming training on a Wednesday and Friday that I've the preparation done, I've my homework done, the players have their feedback, they know what they need to work on, they know what we're working on that night. So that's where performance analysis gives me a big boost and really aids my coaching. So then it's not just my opinion, it's actually that opinion is informed and supported by the data, and I have that evidence there and all that data and all those numbers there to back up what I'm saying. I also have then the clips around those events, which is really important, because I can say what I saw from my perspective or my area on the pitch or something I might have noticed. And again, it's no longer just Brian Carson's opinion, that the data is there and then we have the evidence of the actual play. So I can show players pictures of what happens, different scenarios, what we did and what we might do different the next time if we encounter that, or things that we did really well and that we want to reinforce. So showing the players those pictures, you can really see them. It's a much more convincing argument than me just telling them that this is what we should be doing. So we share all the clips actually prior to trainings and prior to our video sessions, so the players have had a chance to absorb that information before they actually come to a face-to-face meeting. They should come with their own feedback, their own ideas around that, and we offer them space to do that, and we ask them questions. So sometimes we don't give them maybe the answers, sometimes, and look, I don't have all the answers, neither do the rest of the coaching staff. So the players are intelligent people, they're intelligent players, they have a lot of experience, we should be gaining from them as well. So they come back with some answers to those questions themselves. So that's how we allow them to do it. They also have the opportunity as well to interact online and make comments, and they can pull their own clips at times too. Definitely often supports what we've seen with our own eyes, and we can look for that evidence. Now there might be a bit of bias to that, and that maybe we're digging into the data looking for something. There have been days when I thought we did something wrong, and maybe not in terms of pattern across the game, but where perhaps a particular scenario I was thinking, we didn't do this right, and that's why we conceded that goal or that point. And actually then when we look at the data and say, well, actually there's a reason that player made that decision, because he was tracking another runner or whatever it might be, and actually the fault was here, and it was a system error, or it was just an individual error, and sometimes we can see that it's actually a system error, and then if that's a system error, that's something that we can adapt to training that following week, and something that we can address. So yeah, there have been times when I thought maybe it was an individual error, it was a system error. Other times I thought it was a system error and actually it was an individual error, and they're going to happen too. But yeah, you can get the right impression after the game from the data. For me, most satisfaction as a coach is if we plan something, if we have an idea, and we put maybe a structure in place, and we're dealing with very intelligent players and very talented players, and there's a real sense of satisfaction when you put something, you outline a vision to them, it's in your head, maybe you use a tactics board, maybe we use some clips to do that, but then when you see those players enact that after you've done it in training and bring it into a game, there's a huge sense of satisfaction in that. So something that maybe you had an idea on 3 weeks previous, and then you see it come to fruition. Yeah, that's hugely satisfying and very motivating.